Greetings. My name is Peter S. López, Acapita de Aztlán. It is Friday, January 4th, 2013. Today I want to speak about spiritual liberation. I hope this video comes out okay, and before I begin, I want us to see each of us as a channel where we can share with others, express ourselves freely, and use social media to do so. As in Twitter, which is my favorite, blogs, Yahoo groups, YouTube, Google+, Facebook. So, about Facebook, we know that it's a CIA data mining operation, but then in a way, the whole internet is. Except maybe the ones that got the best firewalls would be anonymous. Power to anonymous. Thank God they're around. Anyway, I want to speak about spiritual liberation. I support the ideal of global liberation, and to see it in the big picture, to see that we don't just need liberation in Egypt or in Canada or in the United States, wherever liberation movements are growing and spreading. We need a global liberation. Right now, it is the evil empire that controls the political economy of the world. Maybe that sounds extreme to you, evil empire, but it is not just the United States. It's not just the Illuminati. This is a evil power. You can call it satanic, that has taken over the world. And if there is ever going to be a global liberation, which means the people seizing power, and seizing the wealth of society and the redistribution of that wealth. And we still live in a class society. We have 99+% of the have-nots, and we have -1% of the haves. So really, a few minute portion of the population controls the whole world. How can they do that? Why do we allow them to do that? So this is where we need to go beyond the concept of global liberation and explore the concept of spiritual liberation. We need to be spiritually liberated from our fear of the evil empire, our fear of exposure, and not be afraid to speak up and speak out, to express yourself. Try not to get hung up on what others are going to think. Try not to get hung up on being politically correct. Politics remains war without bloodshed. And war is politics with bloodshed. So we have the dialectic between politics and war. We want to go to the center of that, where the truth is, and stimulate our spirits so that we can be wise, be practical, be realistic, and see that we are here now. The past is gone. The future has not fully arrived yet. Be here now. Look in your local community and see how you can help and assist other people. Yes, we support all liberation movements all over the world, but what are we doing in our local communities? Don't get freaked out about something 1,000 miles away and you got a fire burning in your own backyard. So, for example, here in Sacramento we have Loaves and Fishes, which is a non-profit organization. They don't even accept money from the government. And they feed people, they offer services to the homeless, and it's a beautiful program. Sister Libby Fernandez works with that. So if you can, donate to Loaves and Fishes and help them, help others. We have other community services here in Sacramento. Explore your own local area and if you can, be like a referral center for people needing those services. We always need to have more than what we have. We got to look at doing what we can to create free survival programs like the Black Panther Party did. And be realistic. We are not going to get caught up in reforms and establish programs that we cannot sustain. We do not have the money, the capital. If we did, we wouldn't be in this fix. So we got to look at, seizing power, power for the people, and not get hung up on socialism or other isms. Socialism itself, a great idea, but it hasn't fully worked in any country. It can't, because global empire controls the economy, the world economy. So I'm looking at egalitarian communalism, not communism, because communism means a classless society. So we have no communism. So the anti-communists are clowns, because there is no communism. What we have is an evil empire that controls other countries. And those countries are not true, authentic nations. A nation should have sovereignty over its own resources. Yet, try as it may, it is still interconnected with the global empire of corporate capitalism. So no one socialist country can fully develop and blossom in the context of power relationships in the world. Keep that in mind. We need to liberate the whole world. Think globally. Think cosmically if you can. And see that we have the numbers, but we do not have the people in power and secure. So we need to look at what is power. One definition, a functional definition, is that power is a dual capacity to define phenomena. What we see, hear, smell, taste, touch. To define phenomena, to define connected reality, and then change it in a desired manner. We just can't stop at defining reality. We got to change it. Knowledge alone is not enough. And we got to have the wisdom to apply our knowledge in connected reality to change the world. So we don't want power to manipulate, to corrupt, to screw people over like the evil empire does. We want power to be in the hands of the people. And excuse me, I don't have a crystal ball. And if you got one, cool. We need to be realistic. We need to exhaust all legal, peaceful methods of struggle. That includes electoral politics, engaging in electoral politics. Looking at, from the USA, looking at the 2016 presidential elections. Yet beyond that, and before that, people understand voter registration. People understand voter education. They don't understand everything about quantum physics and consciousness is everywhere and there's no reality. Relate to the people's level of consciousness in order to gradually spoon feed it, to raise them, to raise that consciousness so that we have a mass liberated consciousness throughout the world. Yet all this begins in our own being. We need to know who we are deeply. Not just the external picture that people have of you, but know who you are inside your soul. You're ultimately souls. We exist in the trinity of the mind, the body, and the soul. You are not just your mind, you are not just your body. You are your soul. So we have to look at getting rid of our addictions. There are no good addictions. They're all bad. And see that these addictions, at root, the root cause of these addictions is a void of pure love. People that truly love themselves don't kill themselves with addiction. This could be chemical, this could be other forms of addiction. The USA is addicted to oil. And so, in terms of our spiritual liberation, we have to know who we are, work on our character defects. Get rid of our character defects as much as we can. We are not trying to be perfect here. We're just trying to progress on a daily progression. And many people are addicted in many ways. Many people have character defects that retard the progress of a truly vanguard movement. On the question of leadership, those who say we don't need no leadership are insane. They're either insane or it's a fascist co-op that they've bought into. We need leadership. We need organization. We need coordination. We need food, clothing, shelter, medical care, quality education. Stick to the basics. Don't get blown out there, because there's no out there. Stick to the basics, the people's needs. We're doing all this to help meet the people's needs. And we see that we need to be in control of the land and all the institutions thereon in order to position ourselves to actually meet those people's needs. So thank you for your time and attention, and make 2013 the best year of your life. Feel free to leave comments below. Try to keep it positive. We have enough negative, trust me. And I'm just sharing what I feel and what I know, and I'm evolving. I'm far from perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I'm just trying to be a humane being, because I am a humane being, not a doing. I'm a being. Power to the people.